Asalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatu. Walaalaha kusoo dhawaada lessonkeena labaad ee algebra. Today's lesson is based on muxuu ahaaye simplifying functions and expressions. Ayuu ku saabsan yahay hal problem baan ka solve garaynayna halkan hal iyo laba hadda waxaan ka gaarno. Marka almuhiim waa sida simplificationka inaan fahanno oo algebraic functions and expressions. marka ilaa dhamaadka fiirsada si mataqaanaa resultiga qaabkan ku helayna camal u fiirino oo u fahanno wixii su'aalaha ka soo baxo badanaa markii maaragtay dhamaadka la maraayo ayay ardayda badanaa su'aalo qabaan marka su'aalaha ha ka qadina insha Allah idinkuna haddaad qabtaan in case. So problemka ugu horeeyo oo kaayaga waa kan waxa weeyaan waxaa la dhahaa 1 over 1 plus square root of 2. Marka su'aashi maxay ahayd? Simplify. Pointigeena kaas waa inaan simplification ku sameyno. Dabcan waxa weeyaan waxaan ka bilaabaynaa interpretation. Marka waa inaan interpret garayno oo simplify maxay ahayd qorno kow 1 over waan fududaynaynaa 1 plus square root of 2. Marka stepka koowaadan samaynayno waxaan leenahay 1 over square root of 2 plus 1. Marka stepka kuugu sii xigo maxaa weeyaan marka meesha waxaa kasoo baxayso division halkan haysanaa waxaan kasoo baxaya multiplication because we're simplifying. So waxaan ka bilaabaynaa marka inaan isu dhufano numeratorka halkan numeratorka kan kore by the denominator. Marka see ugu bilaabnaa anagoo simplify garaynayno aan sameynaynaa marka sidee u sameynaa waxa weeyaan kanaan soo dejisanaynaa oo ah 1 noqonaya 1 plus square root of 2 times the square root of 2 minus 1. Saanu noqonaya marka saa u soo dejisatid weli simplified ma aha markaa simplification ku sameynaysid waa inaad la socotaa xabad marka maadaama lambarada isku eg yihiin waxaa fiican inaad ka fiirsatid oo ma arkino aydan isku qaldin square rootka 1 iyo 2 markuu yahay ama negative iyo positive iyo ma arkino minus oo plus waxyaabo badan la arkayaa marka inaa ka fiirsano weeyaan and simplifying waxyaabo badan la qoraa marka here is the next step 2 plus 1 multiplication waaye markii parenthesiska asaas ku aragtid and then another parenthesis marka waa weli waa isku dhufanaynaa and saasaa usoo dejinaynaa macnaha c plus 1 enter minus 2 markaa isku qaldina which will equal to negative 1. Negative 1 kaaga waxaad ku daraysaa 1 square root of 2 minus the square root of 2 haddana because we're simplifying square root of 2 again which will equal to negative 1 plus square root of 2 minus square root of 2 plus kadib waxaan leedahay 2 kan ugu dambeeya weeyaan. So pay attention to the positive and negative sign here or the addition or and the subtraction which will equal to 1. So halkan qalbiga ku hayso marka because jawaabta marka next step helaysid waxaa dhahaysaa square root of muxuu ahay square root of halkan dhinaca kale aan raadsano meel kale aan ku qorno okay marka waxaa kuu soo baxaya halkii xaba xasuuso square root of 2 minus 1 over halkaagii oo slide-ka kale kuugu yaalay ayaa halkan kusoo dejisanaysaa marka dhac marka answerkaagii oo previous slide markaa simplify garaysid halkan xabo weeye hoosta inuu denominator ka galo waaye the numerator remains 2 minus 1. Okay, next step and last step waxa weeyaan we have to look for the denominator of what 2 minus 1 kuwaana soo dejisanaa kan baa soo dejisanaa halkan right And then when you look for that one, over 1 aan leenahay, and this one right here, over 1, and then equals square root, we're still simplifying, 2 minus 1, kadib waxaa ku xiga ee jawaabtaada kuu noqonaysaa kani. Final answer is right here, right? So you simplified. 2 minus 1, square root 2 minus 1. Answerkaa kan waaya. Marka wixii su'aal ah waan qaadanaynaa insha Allah, and you go ahead insha Allah and look for the other maxay ahayday videos I'm going to have for more simplifying and more maybe calculus next time, but we will look for it and look out for more questions inshallah. And here's our next problem. We have x squared plus 10x plus 28. This is to complete the square for this one. So that's how we're going to normally solve it. But since the video is focusing on simplification, like we promised, we're going to solve it and then simplify. So you will see the simplification of the polynomial expression right here. So let's begin. First thing first, we're going to interpret this. So we have to put it as in x squared plus 10x plus 28. Once you have this one, we have to start grouping the terms with x, the like terms. We're going to group that together, and we should leave a placeholder, and I'll show you how that goes. So you have x squared plus 10x plus, get a placeholder right here, and we're going to have to fill that in later. And we're just now grouping, and then 28 right here, the 28 down, minus, and then here's a missing number here, which is your placeholder. So this is the second step, and then we have to place the fill in the blanks here. So to do that, we have to square the coefficients of x. The coefficients of x here, or the number of x here. So how do we do that? We're going to add and subtract at the same time. So we're going to do, you have to have in your parentheses, and then you're going to square the whole thing. Remember the x squared? You're going to square this whole thing, which will give you 25. So here's 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5, you're going to square the results of here that you'll get from here. You're going to square that, which will give you the 25 right here. So next thing we have is put the x squared again, bottom here, plus 10x, the like terms, plus 25 right here. We fill that in. Do you see? And then plus, we're filling in the placeholders now. Plus 28 minus 25 right here. So to get that, now you have to evaluate. Once you get to this point, you're evaluating these two. How do you do that? You just simply going to subtract them. So you're going to subtract your 28 from the previous slide. Keep it in mind. 25 equals 3. Keep this in mind again. And you have to express again, and your x squared plus 10x plus 25, and then you have to square this. All right, so x squared plus 10x plus 25, which will equal to your x here plus 5, right? This is your result. And then you're going to square this. And so once you square this, you would have, you're going to have the same. You have to get your x plus 5. You're going to put this 5 down still, right? And then square, same result here, which will give you the final. Remember, I told you to keep in mind the 3. So this is when you need the 3. So plus what? 3. So this will be your answer right here. So, and we have more problems coming, but today we're just focusing on this simplification. So this will do for now, and then look out for the next videos. We will talk about many things, including trigonometry and many other problems in the algebraic expressions and more. Hope you like it.